Wukong was born from a stone egg, filled with magic, chaos, and energy. A monkey made by nature itself. He studied with sages. He learned how to fight, how to transform, and how to use magic. Armed with all these skills, Wukong crowned himself the great sage, equal to heaven. He was getting out of hand. Some gods wanted him punished. Others said, don't risk a war. So the Jade Emperor offered him a job. His new role? Protecting the heavenly peach garden. These were sacred, forbidden peaches, ripening once every 3,000, 6,000, and 9,000 years. Each bite could grant centuries of life. But heaven made a mistake. They left Wukong alone in the peach garden. Curiosity stirred within him. He plucked a peach and tasted immortality. And soon one peach turned into two into 50, and by the end there were barely any left. But then he overheard whispers. A great peach banquet was being thrown for the gods. Everyone is invited, everyone but him. Furious, Wukong crashed the banquet. He devoured sacred dishes, drank immortal wine, and stole the gods' elixirs. The heavens exploded with rage. The Jade Emperor summoned armies, sages, immortals, everyone. The order was clear: bring down the monkey. Thousands of heavenly soldiers attacked. Swords flashed, spells roared. Wukong laughed and flattened them like blades of grass. Then Erlong Shen arrived, heaven's fiercest warrior, a glowing third eye, a golden spear, heaven's last hope. They clashed across land, sea, and sky. Wukong turned into a tiger. Erlong became one too. Then a dragon, and Erlong matched him again. Finally, Wukong became a demon, but Erlong never fell behind. When defeat crept close, Wukong tried to escape. He transformed into a golden temple. But Erlong opened his third eye and saw through it. Wukong fled again, this time as a sparrow, darting into the clouds. Erlong transformed into a hawk and gave chase. And at last, with the help of heaven's forces, Wukong was captured. Bound in chains of divine steel, Wukong was dragged before the Jade Emperor. The gods had won, or so they thought. First, they tried to behead him, but his head grew back before it even hit the ground. Then, they struck him with thunder and lightning, and he laughed, untouched, unshaken. Finally, they left him locked in a furnace for 49 days, but not even the fine fire could burn him. The fire left his eyes, glowing red and fierce. He was indestructible. Before they could act again, Wukong broke free. He shattered his chains and burst from the furnace. He rampaged through heaven once more. When their might failed, heaven prayed, and from the west the Buddha answered. He appeared before Wukong, calm, radiant, immovable. No armies, no weapons. Just a quiet voice and a simple challenge. "Escape my hand," said Buddha, "and you are free." But Wukong laughed. He launched himself into the sky, faster than light, soaring across endless space. At the edge of the universe, he found 5 pillars. He carved his name into one as proof. And just for good measure, he relieved himself at the base of one of the pillars. And he rocketed back to face Buddha. But when he landed, he realized he had never left. The endless skies, the pillars, all of it had been inside Buddha's hand. The universe itself is Buddha's palm. With a gentle motion, Buddha pushed him down, and a mountain crashed onto Wukong's back. There, he remained pinned by fate. 500 years of silence. 500 years to think about what he did. Wukong's story didn't end there. Eventually, he would be freed, and his wild journeys would begin again. But that is a story for another time. If you enjoyed this tale, give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more stories from myths and legends. Got a myth you want to hear next? Drop it in the comments. We're always listening.